first. And thank you all for coming for this dissemination workshop on Global Foundation Analysis to Close Gender Profitability Gap. I will have a formal welcoming speech later by the President of the Economics Association, Ethiopian Economics Association. My role here will be to briefly introduce the schedule that we are going to have today for this one-day workshop. First, let me start by recognizing the presence of participants in this conference hall. We have representatives from the Federal Parliament of the Federal Republic of Ethiopia. We have representatives from some ministries of the federal government, and we have also representatives from international and national partners in Addis Ababa. There are also representatives of regional governments, specifically regional planning and development bureaus of some regions, including the Gumuz Regional State, Amara Regional State, Redwa City Administration, Gambia People's Regional State, Southern Nations Nationalities and People Regional State, Oromia Regional State, Sidama Regional State. I think I have observed these ones from the attendance list, and they have listed additional participants from other regions. And we have also representatives from project partners, project consortium members of this Gender Profitability Gap project. Dr. Gisela from Vassar College from the US is with us. Nice to have you here. We have also invited guests from, I think, 2 African countries. Dr. Medina from Ghana and Dr. Monica from Uganda. Welcome to Ethiopia. And we have executive committee members of the Ethiopian Economics Association, including the president. We have some advisory board members of our association. Many invited guests. We have paper presenters and moderators, staff of our association. We are very happy to have you all here. Thank you for coming. This dissemination workshop is a day-long workshop focusing on major components of the outcome of this project on Global Foundation Analysis to Close Gender Profitability Gap. This project is the project supported by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and there are partners involved in this project. And the Ethiopian Economics Association is a leading institution, and we have Vassar College, we have New York University of Abu Dhabi, and we have also College of Development Studies of the Addis Ababa University as a partner to this project. So as you can see from the schedule that we have distributed, so we will have a welcome speech first by the President of the Ethiopian Economics Association, and then this will be followed by 3 presentations by Dr. Gisela from Vassar College. The presentations will be on global business and policy environment for women-owned enterprises at a global level, gender gaps in enterprise data and stylized facts, and on meta-analysis of the existing research and evidence on gender profitability gap. So this will be followed by Dr. Degia's presentation on measuring the global costs of gender inequality. So the presentations that we will be having at least until the tea break are from the global component of the project. The project has 2 components, global component and national component. Then we will have a tea break for about 15 minutes. And after the tea break, will proceed with presentations on the outcome from the national component of the project. And the first will be a presentation by Dr. Addis from the College of Development Studies of Addis Ababa University on assessing gender equity among businesses in Ethiopia. And the second will be by Dr. Adam on gender profitability differentials. And then we'll have a discussion, a question and answer session. And we'll have lunch together here. It's the EA lobby area. Then after lunch, there will be 4 presentations. Again, these presentations will be focusing on the national component of the project. So we have review on women economic empowerment in Ethiopia by Mr. Bafkadi, and then another presentation on determinants of sustainability of women-owned micro, small, and medium enterprises by Dr. Asafa. And then we have women's employment and their empowerment by Dr. Matabu. And another presentation on poverty, food security, quality of work and participation in leadership among female employees in Ethiopia by Dr. Solomon. So there will be a tea break in the afternoon as well. Then finally we will have a discussion after the tea break, and we will have closing remarks at the end. So having said this, we will now move on to the welcoming and opening speech. And now invite Dr. Ambisa Tashoma, President of the Ethiopian Economics Association, to deliver his welcoming and opening speech. Thank you.
Chief Executive for CEO of Ethiopian Economics Association. Good morning.
Good morning.
Just a short course in Amharic greetings. Yes, as Professor said, my name is Ambisa Tashoma. I am the current president of the association. It gives me great pleasure to stand here and welcome you all here to this grand hall of ours. I was also fortunate to be present at the launch of the research lab about 2 years ago. And as we know, the last 2 years, we have been through a lot. Despite those challenges, I think the research has been done well. The research team has been extremely busy. We all know research is a very tiring business. A lot of uncertainties. Would the results come? Would the outputs come or not? Would the formula work or not? Would the data fit in or not? So there are a lot of uncertainties, but despite those uncertainties, we have, as Professor Augusto outlined, a very rich output from this research collaboration. EEA aspires to be the premier association in Africa, Center of Excellence for Economic Research. And these are the kind of research that actually contribute to that aim. We have really the culture, we have developed this culture of bringing high caliber researchers together in collaboration and generate quite a lot of findings that will inform the economic policy making in Ethiopia, and of course, in this case, beyond Ethiopia. So we are really privileged to have this high caliber researchers. When I look at this kind of research, I always make a point of looking at the research team, the composition of the research team. This is really a very rich and well-balanced in terms of global and national researchers. There are some postdocs, PDocs. This is really where we can actually build the capacity of each other. The knowledge transfer, the skill transfer will happen in these kind of environments. And we use this to train our members, because he engages in a lot of capacity building of its members. So these are the kind of outputs that help us actually build our members' capacity to do research and engage in policy process. It's not only us here on this podium or in this forum. We have 5,000 members out there. And we have to build the capacity of those so they can actually engage in economic policy advocacy. So that's the aim of our association, and we are actually doing that, in my view, very well. So I really not want to go into detail about the research. It's mouth-watering, as Professor has highlighted. We just look forward to the details of the findings and really absorb and take a lot of takeaways for our own research, for our own work when we go to back to our offices. So I think I'm very, very privileged again to be back at the closing of the research, to be able to see the fruits of our researchers. And as I said, a lot has happened, and despite all those challenges, we are here to reap the benefits of this very, very useful research that has been done. I think I probably may not get a chance later on to say thank you. I would like to say thank you primarily to the research team that has really worked very hard to bring us here, from the start to the finish. Our national team, our global team, I thank you very much indeed. These findings are going to be with us for a long time. So we are going to build it into our systems, into our research system, into our teaching system, into our training systems. So I think the multiplier effect is quite significant. So I thank you on that. I also thank the collaborators in Sabah University and also New York University in Abu Dhabi, and others who have been part of this, all the respondents to the questions that you have been posing. Although they are not here, I thank them still. And finally, I think I thank you also for coming here and attending to this and then sharing with us. So I really encourage you to question. Okay, the researchers have done their job, the findings are here, but it's up to us to question it. The research doesn't stop here. Doesn't stop with publications. It leads us to question. So when we question, then we generate new research ideas. Maybe the ideas, the angles that the researchers have not looked at. So this should come out, and I encourage you to really, not just listening to the findings, being impressed, that's one side of it, but ask questions. Why? 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 Have you looked at this? Have you looked at this? So I encourage you to do that. With this very brief remark, I declare the workshop to be open, and have a very, very fruitful day. Thank you very much for coming.